Class 12th, subject physics, 5th chapter, oscillations. From the chapter, let us see numericals from exercise. Numericals from exercise. Let us see numerical number 16, which is given as at what distance from the mean position is the kinetic energy of a particle performing SHM of amplitude 8 cm 3 times its potential energy, and therefore the amplitude of SHM is given 8 cm. The condition is given that kinetic energy equal to 3 times its potential energy, and therefore at what distance from the mean position this condition will be valid, that we will have to find, that is x equal to question mark. And therefore the kinetic energy of a particle performing SHM is given by the formula Ke equal to half k into a square minus x square. Similarly, its potential energy is given as half k x square, and therefore as condition is given Ke is equal to 3 Pe, therefore we can write half k a square minus x square must be equal to 3 into half k x square. Half k will get cancelled on both sides, and therefore we will get a square minus x square equal to 3x square. Minus x square will be shifted towards right, therefore it will become plus x square. So 3x square plus x square will be 4x square, and therefore we will get a square equal to 4x square. And therefore from this x square will be equal to a square by 4. Taking square root, we can write x is equal to a by 2, but a is equal to 8, and therefore x is equal to 8 by 2, that will be equal to 4 centimeter, the required answer. Now let us consider the next numerical, that is numerical number 17, which is stated as a particle performing linear SHM of period 2 pi seconds about the mean position O is observed to have a speed of b root 3 meter per second when at a distance b meter from point O. If the particle is moving away from O at that instant, find the time required by the particle to travel a further distance b. And therefore in this numerical, period t is given equal to 2 pi second, then velocity phi equal to b root 3 meter per second at a displacement x equal to b, and we have to find out the time interval, that is t2 minus t1, that difference equal to question mark. So here t2 will be the final time, t1 will be the initial time, that is for only displacement b, that is x equal to b, time interval will be t1, and for b plus b, that is 2b, for further displacement time interval will be t2. And therefore now we have angular velocity omega equal to 2 pi by t, therefore t is equal to 2 pi, and therefore omega equal to 2 pi upon 2 pi equal to 1 radian per second. So omega is 1 radian per second. Now velocity phi equal to omega root a square minus x square. Phi equal to omega under root a square minus x square, and therefore at x is equal to b, that is for initial displacement x equal to b, this equation will be written as phi is b root 3, and therefore b root 3 equal to omega, that is 1 into a square minus b square, as x equal to b. Therefore squaring on both sides this, we will get 3b square equal to a square minus b square. Then 3b square plus b square will be equal to a square, that is 4b square equal to a square, or a will be equal to 2b. A will be equal to 2b, that is amplitude equal to 2b. Now if the particle starts its motion if the particle starts its motion from mean position. If the particle starts its motion from mean position, then its displacement x is equal to a sine omega t, that will be equal to a is 2b and then sine omega is 1, therefore only sine t will be there, and therefore a sine omega t will be equal to 2b sine t. Now when that particle is at x is equal to b, t will be taken as t1, that is the initial time interval, and therefore we can write b equal to 2b sine t1, and therefore sine t1 will be equal to b upon 2b equal to half, and therefore as sine t1 equal to half, therefore t1 will be equal to sine inverse of half. But that t1 will be equal to sine inverse of half means sine inverse of 0.5, and sine inverse of 0.5 is pi by 6. So pi by 6 seconds, that will be the value of t1, equation number 1. Similarly, as t is equal to 2 pi for second case, for further displacement on traveling further distance b, initially distance b was covered, again additional b distance is covered in the second case, and therefore particle will reach to positive extremity. After covering additional distance b, that particle will reach to the positive extremity, and therefore we can write again 2b equal to 2b sine t2. That above equation, that is x is equal to a sine omega t, that equation will be again written, that is similar to this. It will be 2b equal to 2b sine t2, therefore sine t2 will be equal to 2b upon 2b equal to 1, therefore t2 will be equal to sine inverse of 1, but t2 will be equal to sine inverse of 1, that is pi by 2, equation number 2. And therefore the time interval t2 minus t1 will be equal to pi by 2 minus pi by 6, that is equal to 3 pi minus pi by 6, that will be equal to 2 pi by 6, which is equal to pi by 3 second. So this will be the required answer. And now we will go for next numerical, that is numerical number 18, which is given as the period of oscillation of a body of mass m1 suspended from a light spring is t. When a body of mass m2 is tied to the first body and the system is made to oscillate, the period is 2t. Now compare the masses m1 and m2. So for that purpose, t1 is equal to t, t2 is equal to 2t, and we have to find out m1 by m2. We have to compare the masses, that is we have to find its ratio. Therefore, the period of oscillation of a body is given by the equation t is equal to 2 pi square root of m by k. T is equal to 2 pi square root of m by k is the period of oscillation of a body, and therefore from this we can write t is equal to 2 pi square root of m1 by k, t is equal to 2 pi square root of m1 by k, and 2t equal to 2 pi square root of m1 plus m2 by k. 2t is equal to 2 pi square root of m1 plus m2 by k. Taking the ratio, we get 2t upon t. This 2t upon this t will be equal to 2 pi as well as k will get cancelled, and we will get m1 plus m2 upon m1 under root. So 2t upon t is equal to square root of m1 plus m2 upon m1. Squaring on both sides, we will get 2 equal to, or without squaring, if tt is cancelled, then 2 will be equal to square root of m1 plus m2 upon m1. Cancelling tt, we will get 2 is equal to square root of m1 plus m2 upon m1, and then squaring we will get 4 equal to m1 plus m2 upon m1. Then separating denominator we will get m1 by m1 plus m2 by m1, that is 1 plus m2 by m1, and therefore m2 by m1 will be equal to 3, that is 4 minus this 1, and therefore m1 by m2 will be equal to 1 by 3. As m2 by m1 equal to 3, therefore m1 by m2 equal to 1 by 3, which is the required answer. Then we will go for next numerical, that is numerical number 19, which is given as the displacement of an oscillating particle is given by x is equal to a sin omega t plus b cos omega t, where a and b and omega are constants. Then we have to prove that the particle performs a linear SHM with amplitude a is equal to square root of a square plus b square. And therefore for this numerical number 19, the equation of SHM is given as x is equal to a sin omega t plus b cos omega t. And from this we have to prove that the amplitude of SHM is equal to square root of a square plus b square. Now as the equation of SHM is given as x is equal to a sin omega t plus b cos omega t. Now let a is equal to a cos phi and b is equal to a sin phi. Using this substitution we will get a square plus b square, a square plus this b square equal to a square cos square phi plus a square sin square phi, that is a square into cos square phi plus sin square phi, but cos square phi plus sin square phi equal to 1, and therefore only a square we will get. And if you take their ratio, then a sin phi upon a cos phi, that is tan phi. So tan phi will be equal to a sin phi upon a cos phi, that will be equal to b by a. And therefore we can write x is equal to a cos phi sin omega t by using the substitution plus a sin phi cos omega t. Now as it is cos sin cos, it will be written as a sin omega t plus phi, a sin omega t plus phi, and it represents the equation of linear SHM. It is the equation of linear SHM with amplitude a is equal to square root of a square plus b square. Since a square is equal to a square plus b square, therefore a will be equal to square root of a square plus b square. And now we will go for numerical number 20, which is given as two parallel SHMs represented by x1 is equal to 5 sin 4 pi t plus pi by 3 and x2 is equal to 3 sin 4 pi t plus pi by 4 centimeter are superimposed on a particle. Determine the amplitude and epoch, that is resultant phase of the resultant SHM. And therefore for this numerical the given data is x1 is equal to 5 sin 4 pi t plus pi by 3 is equal to a1 sin omega t plus alpha. Similarly, x2 is equal to 3 sin 4 pi t plus pi by 4, which is equal to a2 sin omega t plus beta. Now a1 is equal to 5 centimeter, a2 is equal to 3 centimeter, alpha will be equal to pi by 3 and beta will be equal to pi by 4. All these values will be obtained by comparing these equations. a1 is equal to 5, a2 is equal to 3, then alpha is equal to pi by 3 and beta is equal to pi by 4. First of all, we will calculate resultant amplitude of the SHM. and resultant amplitude R is given as square root of a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2 cos alpha minus beta, and therefore putting the values we will get square root of 5 square plus 3 square plus 2 into 5 into 3 into cos pi by 3 minus pi by 4. That will be equal to square root of 25 plus 9 plus 30 into cos pi by 12. That will be equal to square root of 34 plus 30 into cos pi by 12 is 0.9659. Then its product comes out to be square root of 62.98, and whose square root is equal to 7.936 meter. 7.936 meter. This will be the resultant amplitude. And now second point, we will find out the resultant phase, that is epoch. Resultant phase. Now that resultant phase delta is given by the formula delta equal to tan inverse of a1 sin alpha plus a2 sin beta upon a1 cos alpha plus a2 cos beta. It will be written as then tan inverse of 5 sin pi by 3 plus 3 sin pi by 4 divided by 5 cos pi by 3 plus 3 cos pi by 4. Putting the values of a and alpha beta, we will get that is equal to tan inverse of 5 into 0.866, that is sin pi by 3, plus 3 into 0.7071, that is sin pi by 4, divided by 5 into 0.5, that is cos alpha here, cos pi by 3, into 3 into 0.7071, that is cos pi by 4. Then calculating all these, taking these products and additions, and finally taking the ratio, we will get tan inverse of 1.396. Tan inverse of 1.396, and therefore the resultant phase or the epoch delta will be equal to 54 degree 23 minute. 54 degree 23 minute.